Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Yes. Good morning to all of you. Hope that all are fine. Now let us continue our online classes. Last session we have discussed about cross multiplication method and some of the applications of that cross multiplication method also we have seen. Now here 3 questions I am going to solve in this class. That's all are word problems. Why I am solving this? This is a very important questions for the board exam purpose. And last session we already completed exercise 3.5, 1, 2, 3 questions we already completed, and fourth question 1 and 2 also I given as the homework, because that word problems are so simple so that you can make yourself, and by any of the method, that means by algebraic methods you can use any one, cross multiplication, yeah, substitution, yeah, elimination, because unless and until if it is not mentioned. Now here the question number exercise 3.5, question number 4, sub question 3. What was that question? There one person, Yash, scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. That means negative markings are there in this test. Therefore, what we will suppose, let Yash complete X correct answers. How many correct answers she completed? He completed X correct answers. And Y wrong answers he completed. Clear for you children? Now, data you just make it clear. What was the data? Getting 3 marks for each right answer. How many questions he attempted for correct answers? X questions. Therefore, we can say that how many marks maybe he got? 3 into X. That means X correct answers multiplied by 3. That means for each correct answer he is going to get 3 marks. Therefore, he will get 3x marks. And again negative markings are there. 1 mark for losing. 1 mark he is going to lose for 1 wrong answer. How many questions he attempted? Y questions he attempted. Y into 1. That means 1 y. Do you know that negative markings hoga to what will happen? It should be subtracted. Is it right? So 3x minus 1 into y. That means 3x minus y. How much mark he has got from the data? 40 marks. That means out of these negative markings, he has got the mark finally 40, because he has completed X correct answers and Y wrong answers. So first data you already got. According to this data, you got the first equation. What was that equation? 3x minus y equal to 40. Maybe you cleared this linear equation, I think so. Coming to the second part. What was that? Again, he has been had 4 marks been awarded for each correct answers and 2 marks have been deducted for each incorrect answers. Then Yash would have scored 50 marks. If the correct answers scoring 4 marks and wrong answers scoring 2 marks, he should have get how much? 50 marks. So then how will be the equation? 4 into correct answers, x, minus 2 into y, wrong answers. 4x minus 2y is equal to how much marks he would have got? 50 marks. Now both the equations you might be clear. Now by using any of the methods, here I applied the elimination method. That is also, I think so, it's also convenient for you also. What I do that, I have to eliminate any one of the variable by multiplying with the coefficients with non-zero constant. Here I multiplied first equation only by 2 now. That means 2 into 3x, 6x minus 2 into y, 2y is equal to 42s are 80. Second equation no change, because now already the coefficients are come equal. Now while addition it will not do. So what you will do that you will take the subtraction. So when you are doing the subtraction, 6x minus 4x will come. It will come to x. This will be cancelled because minus 2y plus 2y. 80 minus 50 is equal to 30. Now you will get the answer x is equal to 30 by 2 equal to 15. Now substituting this value of x in any one of the equation. I substituted where 3x minus y equal to 40. There I substituted the value of x as 15. So you will get the answer of y as 5. Now you got how many correct answers here completed? 15 correct answers he completed, and how many wrong answers he completed? 5 wrong answers he completed. Therefore, question, what was the question? How many questions were in the test? Total questions. Do you know that total questions how many will be there? X and y. Because number of correct answers, number of questions he attempted for correct answers is x. Number of questions he attempted for wrong answers is y. Therefore, total questions in the test will be is equal to x plus y. That is equal to, we know that x is 15 and y is 5. So answer will be total questions in the test is equal to x plus y is equal to 15 plus 5 is equal to 20. Okay children, do you clear about this sum? Now let us move on to the next sum. Here question number fourth one, sub question 4. What is the question? Places A and B are 100 kilometers apart in a highway. One car starts from A and another car starts from B at the same time. And when they were traveling in the same direction, after 5 hours they are going to meet at the point C. Clear the question? Here we are going to suppose let the speed of the car starting from A is x kilometer per hour and the speed of the car starting from B is y kilometer per hour. Clear the question? Now both the cars are traveling at the same time. These both points distance apart is how much? 100 kilometer. And you know that they are going to meet at the point C after some time. How much time? After 5 hours. They are both traveling in the same direction. Obviously from this you can say that x is greater than y. Is it right? The speed of the car starting from A is greater than the speed of the car starting from B. That is why they both are going to reach at the point same time after 5 hours. Is it right? This car starting from B also reaching the point C. Same time car starting from A also reaching the same point C after how many hours? 5 hours. Therefore we know that x is always greater than, that means speed of the car starting from A is greater than the speed of the car starting from B. Now when both cars are traveling in the same direction, they both meet at C after 5 hours. Clear the question? Now we have to find out the distance travelled by both the cars. That means distance travelled by the car starting from A and distance travelled by the car starting from B. Now in smaller class you already learned that speed is equal to, formula you have learned that distance upon time. Therefore distance will be is equal to, what is the formula for that? Speed into time. This one already you have learned in the class 9 physics chapter. Is it right? Distance is equal to speed into time. So here we are going to find out the distance covered by this car as well as distance covered by this car. Distance travelled by the car starting from A is equal to speed into time. Speed is how much? X. And time, how much time taken? They meet after 5 hours. Therefore timing is 5. So you will get distance travelled by the car starting from A is 5x. Same time, distance travelled by the car starting from B is how much? Y into 5. Because the speed is y and they are also, it is also going to meet at the same point after 5 hours. 5. Now we know the distance between A and B is equal to 100 kilometer. So in terms of AC and BC, you can write AB. How will you write? AC minus BC is equal to AB. Is it right? AB is 100 kilometer apart. For AC, from AC, if you are subtracting BC, what is AC? AC distance is equal to, we already find out that 5x, and BC distance is how much? 5y. 5x minus 5y is equal to AB. AB is how much? 100 kilometer. That means distance travelled by this car and distance travelled by this car. Both if you are subtracting, you will get 100 kilometer. 5x minus 5y is equal to 100. First equation already got it. Now throughout we can divide the whole equation by 5. You will get that x minus y is equal to 20. It's a simple equation only. Now coming to the next part. Next part, what is telling that if they travel in the opposite directions, they travel towards each other. That means one is coming here and other one is coming back like this way. So they are, suppose they are going to meet at the point P. After how many times? After 1 hour. So when both cars travel in the opposite direction, after 1 hour they are going to meet at the point P. Same way, there you have find out distance by traveled by the car starting from A and starting from B. Here also we have to find out that distance traveled by the car A is equal to x into 1. So right, because after how many times? Speed into time. Distance is equal to speed into time. What is the speed? X into time is 1 hour. Same way, distance traveled by the car B is equal to y into 1. I think so children, you got it clear? X into 1 and y into 1. That means x into 1 is equal to how much? X. And y into 1 is equal to y. Now we know the distance between A and B is how much? 100 kilometer we know. Therefore, what you can say that AB is equal to, according to the distance covered by this car and distance covered by this car, when you are summing up, you are going to get the total distance AB. That means AB is equal to AP plus PB. What is AP? AP is equal to X and PB is equal to how much? Y. So X plus Y is equal to 100. Now clear this much? Two equations already got it. What was that? X minus Y equal to 20 and next equation is that X plus Y equal to 100. Now clearly understood this question. This question is so important. It will be asked for the exams, board exams purpose. And it's a so simple question only. Just you have to make it clear the concept and then you have to do according to that. Once they travel in the same direction, next one they travel in the opposite direction. When they travel in the same direction, you should mention that always x is greater than y because they are both are going to meet at the same point after 5 hours. So obviously the speed of the car A is more than speed of the car B. And that also you should mention. And this distance traveled by the car starting from A, that is equal to AC, and the distance traveled from by the B, that is equal to BC. So according to this data, AB data is given that 100. So AC minus BC is equal to 100. Like that, the first equation you get it. Second equation also like this way you will get it. Now the remaining I think so you can solve yourself because x minus y equal to 20, x plus y equal to 100. Obviously we can do the elimination method. And then you are going to get the corresponding speeds of the car x kilometer per hour and y kilometer per hour. How will you do that one? It is that, let me rub this much portion and I am going to solve that x minus y equal to 20 and x plus y is equal to 100. Now just adding these two equations, you are going to get 2x is equal to 120. Minus y plus y will be cancelled. X plus x 2x, 20 plus 100, 120. So x is equal to 120 upon 2 equal to 60. That means the speed of the car starting from A, you have got as that 60 km per hour and substitute this value of Ax in first equation. So x minus y equal to 20. That means 60 minus y equal to 20. That means y equal to 60 minus 20 is equal to 40. That means you have got the speed of the car starting from A as 60 km per hour and the speed of the car starting from B, that is equal to y, that is equal to 40 km per hour. Obviously clear here, x as 60, x is greater than y. Is it right? 60 is greater than 40. Clear for you children this question? So you should do according to the statements, you should mention all the steps in the notebook and then complete the sum. Look at exercise 3.5, question number 4, sum number 5. Okay, here about length and breadth of a rectangle is mentioned. First of all, what you will take that let the length of the rectangle is equal to x units and breadth of the rectangle is equal to y units. So as you know that area will be how? Length into breadth. That means original area how it will be if x units length and y units breadth it will be x into y. Now some conditions are given. According to the question, some conditions. What are the conditions given that length is reduced? If the length is reduced by 5 units, that means original length was x. It is reduced by 5 units, but means new length will be is equal to how much? X minus 5. And if the breadth is increased by 3 units, that means original breadth was y. If it is increased by 3 units means y plus 3. Then whatever the area, what is the new area now you are going to get, that will be 9 less than the original area. What is 9 less than original area? xy minus 9. And new area will be is equal to, in this new area what you can write that new area is equal to x minus 5 into y plus 3. Because now new length is come, new breadth has come. What is new length? X minus 5. What is new breadth? Y plus 3. Length into breadth is equal to, our original area was xy. How much less for that? 9 less. That means xy minus 9. That means x minus 5 into y plus 3 is equal to xy minus 9 according to this question. Okay. Now, when you are multiplying this one, both are in brackets. So xy plus 3x minus 5y. That means you will multiply x and this one and minus 5 also with this one. So you will get xy. Both sides xy is there that you can cancel. So what is remaining now? 3x minus 5y. This 15 moved to that side. So minus 9 plus 15 is equal to 6. First equation you got it. For the second equation, again the clues changed. What was the clue now? When the length is increased by 3 units, the new length will be how? X plus 3. And when the breadth is increased by 2 units, again increasing. That means y, original was y, y plus 2. Now our new area. How it will be now in new area? X plus 3 into y plus 3. Because new length multiplied by new breadth. What is new length? X plus 3. What is new breadth? Y plus 2. It is equal to that original area. Original area how much was that? xy. Increased by 67 units. 67 square units. That means xy plus 67. Got clearly? The new length multiplied by new breadth is equal to the original area plus 67. Now let us conclude that equation. X plus 3 into y plus 2 is equal to xy plus 67. Again multiplying like this way. So you will get that 2x plus 3y, xy cancel. 2x plus 3y is equal to 67 minus 6. That is 2x plus 3y is equal to 61. Second equation. Now both the equation you got it as that. What are the equation? One is that 2x plus 3y equal to 61. Other one is that 3x minus 5y equal to 6. It's the first equation. Now both these equations you have to solve by any suitable method and you will get which values? The length of the rectangle and breadth of the rectangle. This is a question. You have to find out the dimensions of the garden. That means the length of the rectangle and the breadth of the rectangle you have to find out. The dimensions of the rectangle you find out now. X, Y you find out yourself. That's according as a homework you can do yourself only. The remaining two sums, the last two sums I already completed. This sum you can do yourself. That means by elimination method, cross multiplication, substitution, whichever method convenient for you. That method you complete this sum and finally find out the answer for x and y. Clear for you children? Now all the questions related to this exercise I completed very clearly. Then also if you have any doubt or queries you can ask me independently. Now let us next section we can see another type of sum. It's already not in the linear equation form. We have to make it in the linear equation form and then we have to find out the solutions that you will see in the next session. Now up to that, what you do that, you have to just complete your homework. That means up to this exercise, up to exercise 3.5 I have reached here, and up to this exercise everything should be up to date and you should PDF file. You should make a PDF file and send to the respective subject teachers. That is an important notice for you because now also many of the students are not turning up for this notice. Therefore, please complete your sums and if you have any queries, you ask me. Now, see you in the next section children. Bye bye.